Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushai.
Barakatah Yahushai.
All praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash.
Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, the one who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai being the name of his only begotten Son, the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Alright, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of truth. Alright, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Okay, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked, sinful kingdom, America, which is called Babylon the Great in the scriptures, and to wake up the elect of our people. Okay, and to tell the rest of you nations, starting with the so-called white men, the biblical Edomites, what the future has in store for you. Okay, which is slavery. All right, we'll get right into the scriptures.
2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 1. And he answered, and he said unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundation of paradise were laid.
Yep. With the paradise is the earth. Okay? But hey, the way it is now, it doesn't seem. Okay? Because the so-called white man is in power. This is hell. Alright? But the earth is created to be a paradise. You know?
Before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measure of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, or ever the present year sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure.
That's the time we're in now. Okay, we doing?
Then did I consider these things.
Yeah, then did I consider these things. This is the Heavenly Father speaking through Esdras. Alright, so before even Yahushai, the first spirit that he created was created. The Most High had all this in mind. It tells you that in the book of Isaiah, declaring the end from the beginning. Alright, you doing?
Then did I consider these things, and they were made through me alone, and through none other.
Right.
By me also shall they be ended, and by none other.
Yeah, by Yahushai, this world is going to be ended. Okay, you know?
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times?
So what shall be the parting asunder of times, you know?
Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
The end of the first what? The age, the end of the first world. Okay? What's the word there? Eon. Okay? Not the oinkamini, not the earth, because the earth abideth forever. The end of the what? The first world, which is ruled by rule is just going on in wickedness. You know, uprightness is not upheld. You know, it tells you in 2nd Ezra the 8th chapter that this world be for many, but the world to come for a few. You know?
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Yeah, because the promise was to who? Abraham. Okay, that he would inherit the Most High's favorite land. All right, he would be the father of a great nation. All right, on down to Isaac. All right, read on.
Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau.
Yeah, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau, symbolizing what? Jacob, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, Esau is the so-called white race. Jacob's hand holding the hill of Esau represents Jacob bringing Esau out of power. And that's what you see now. All right, through us preaching this word, the so-called white man, all right, the devil that the Bible speaks of is being brought out of power. Okay, read on.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Yeah, for Esau is the end of the world. Okay, and you don't even have to be into the scriptures to know that we're at the end of the world. Okay, we're at the end of an age. You know, read on.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And like I said, Jacob are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright? So Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, the new world. Okay? You got a piece of up?
Yeah, Romans, the 9th chapter.
Yep.
This is
This is Romans chapter 9. I'm gonna start at I'll start at verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
It said, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil. Okay, so Esau, you know, didn't lose his birthright due to his actions. All right, he didn't receive the blessings due to his actions. All right, it goes to predestination, as the brother learned off in 2 Ezra 6th chapter. It's all going according to the Most High's will, what He ordained before the foundation of the earth was laid. Okay, and we're just playing it out. What are you doing?
It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand.
Yeah, according to election, might stand. Not according to works, but according to election.
Yep.
All right, because the Most High, He created the so-called white man to be the wicked. All right, to be the sons of Satan. All right, He created Jacob to be His son, the prince of the power. You know?
That's right. It says, not of works, but of him that calleth.
Yeah, not of works, but of him that calleth. Okay, so it's not of works. All right, but when you go into the so-called white man's works, all right, you see that this nigga doesn't need to rule the earth. He isn't supposed to be in power. All right, because what does he do? He promotes death. Okay, the way that all these people are living is gonna lead you to death. You know?
Verse 12, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. All right, when you read, matter of fact, go to it. Jacob and Esau. The elder shall serve the younger. All right, read that again.
It says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
It was said unto her, it was said unto Rebekah, the elder shall serve the younger.
If I can say this too, and this is Paul recounting on the Old Testament, you know, showing that this is the main story, and we're still in that time of Jacob versus Esau to this very day, man. You know, this is the whole story, man.
Yep.
The wicked versus the righteous, all right. What Jacob versus Esau, Esau versus Jacob, man. The so-called white man, women, and children versus the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Yeah, well, like our apostles and elders say, Jacob and Esau is the meat and the potatoes. You know, other nations, you're the peas and the carrots, you know, and the little side vegetables.
Yeah.
All right, but the main battle, the main course is Jacob and Esau.
That's right.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
It says Isaac entreated the Lord, which means what? Isaac went into a prophet. All right? What the Most High speaks through his prophets. All right? Who have been around since the foundation of the earth. Okay, just a point, when Adam had went off, the Most High himself didn't tell him that he was that he went off. He wasn't hiding from Yahweh in the heavens. He was hiding from the mouthpiece of the Most High. You know?
And the children struggled together within her.
Yeah, children struggle together within her. All right? It's always been a battle between you so-called white people and the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? We'll never be cool. Things will never be copacetic. We'll never be equal. Okay? It's tension between us, man. Tells you that in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. All right? I will put enmity between thy seed and the woman's seed. The seed of the wicked and the seed of the righteous are always going to be at opposition. You know why? Because the Most High, Yahweh, is a man of war. Okay? We doing?
And the children struggled together within her.
The children struggled together within her, which means we was in the womb going at it. Okay? And what? We was fucking you devils up. Why? Because it's going to tell you. Go ahead.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Yeah, she's like, if I was blessed to be pregnant, why is there so much turmoil in my womb? Why is there so much tension in my stomach? You know? Why do I feel like like a battle's going on in my womb? Read on.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
So she went to inquire of the Lord, which means she had to get the answer from a prophet. Go on.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Yeah, 2 nations are in thy womb. All right, go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yeah, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right. So within Esau, which we came out of the loins of Isaac, both of us, but within Esau was going to be a nation. All right. Who in the scriptures is classified as the wicked. All right. The third part of men, the sons of the wicked, the son of perdition. All right. Everything you don't want to be. You don't want to be an Edomite in these times, right here in the times that we're coming into, man. All right. All right. You got Jacob, the progenitor of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. We're a nation, and within our tribe, man, each tribe is like a nation. You know, that's why you can't take the nation of Israel out. And not just looking at the people on this sign, you got Israelite foreigners amongst every nation. You know?
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. That right there tells you who Jacob is, who is the seed of Jacob. All right? Who's the strongest people on the earth? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? Nobody could go through the slavery that we went through. All right? And still be, like, you know what I mean? Overcome it.
Yeah, still have
a spirit, a upbeat spirit.
Yep, spirit.
You know?
Yep.
Esau can't take no type of affliction, man.
Yep.
You even bring up, you know what I mean, his history. You bring up what he's going to receive for what he done. All right, they lose it. You know, that's why they want to take it out of the history books, man. You know? Read that again.
It says, and one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yeah, one people shall be stronger than the other people. Who's the best musicians? All right, Jacob, even if our people look like the so-called right way, all right? Yeah, man, if he could make good music, he could dance, he could sing, he got a spirit to him, he's an Israelite.
The best sports players,
best athletes.
NFL, yeah, athletes, NBA, MMA, you know, anywhere, anything, man, really. They created everything, you know, all these inventions that you people abuse and use, that was all created from a Jake, all right?
Yep.
Esau ain't create that shit, he just put his face on it, man.
Well, it tells you that Israel is the former of all things.
Yep.
All right? We are the prince of the power. When you go into the name, well, Jacob here is Yahweh, but his name was changed to Israel, Yasharallah. Yah meaning he, Shar meaning prince, Allah meaning power. He, prince power. He's a prince of the power. Who is the power? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right, so we're the sons of the Most High. All right, that's why we do everything the best. We cook the best, we dance the best, we got the best music. But see, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't want to be great, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
And the elder shall serve the younger. Read on.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Yep.
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Yeah, the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. When you go to the name Edom, Adawam, it means red. Yep. Okay, the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, meaning what? He lacked pigmentation. All right, who are the only people on the earth that's cursed of the sun? All right, who don't have any pigmentation, any color, any hue?
Yeah.
You so-called white people.
Well, when you go to the South, what do they call themselves? Rednecks, man. You know, so it's very blatant. Well, who are those people? To those whose eyes are open, that is.
Well, the so-called Rothschilds. What does the name Rothschild mean? Red Child.
Yep.
Which they changed their name from Bauer, which means peasant, to Red Child. So they know who they are. Okay, so you low-level Americans don't know what's going on. You don't know who's who and what is what. You know, all you know is tolerate LGBT. That's all you stand for. Okay, you know.
And they called his name Esau.
They called his name Esau, Ishashua, which means wasted away. What is wasted away? Their pigmentation. All right, that's a mark upon the devil. You know?
After that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
And after that came his brother out. Why doesn't it go into what Jacob looked like? All right, why? Because he looked like everybody else. A melanated child, a melanated baby. All right?
It says,
read it again though.
and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
Yeah, just as the brother read, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. Alright? So when he was even out the womb, he was like, nigga, get back here, I ain't done beating your ass. He was trying to pull him back. You know? What you fast forward to now, It just represents what we're doing now, according to 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter. Who the Most High will consume by the spirit of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, we're pulling Esau out of power through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yep.
You know?
And his name was called Jacob.
His name was called Jacob, Yaquab. All right, it's a planner. And the Most High, he had to put that spirit on us.
Yep.
All right, for this captivity that we in, you know, you gotta be a finesser. That's just Jake.
It says, "Be wise as serpents, harmless as doves."
Yep.
So you have to maneuver through this matrix under the web, so to speak. Man.
That's right. That's right.
Only Jake can really do that shit to a T.
That's right.
Esau use his deception and wickedness, but we do it in righteousness. You know, you got 2/3. They do, you know, they do their wickedness, finessing and whatnot.
They're following after the devil.
Yeah.
But when you go into Proverbs, the first chapter, what does
Yep.
wisdom do? It teaches the simple subtlety.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
I mean, 3 score. Score is 20, so he was 60 years old when she bare him. Go ahead.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
And the boys, that's a dead giveaway. Esau was a cunning hunter. All right. Esau's a cunning hunter. You go into those, people don't too much read magazines and stuff no more. The minute they had them hunting magazines, Esau was all on the front cover. Well, just go on YouTube and look up hunting.
Go on the Nature Channel, man. You don't see Jakes out there messing with those wild animals. You always see Edomites, man.
Yep.
You know, that's their spirit.
Yep. Yeah. When we Lord put us back in power, we ain't gonna have the lions in the zoo. We ain't gonna have giraffes in the zoo. All right. We ain't gonna kill fucking grizzly bears for hunting game.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, for a trophy to put the head on the wall. All right. You look at the so-called white man. He got whistles and shit to like for duck mating calls to bait them in and kill them. You know.
Yep.
That's the so-called white man.
You Edomites are gonna be the new prey in the kingdom of heaven.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're gonna be the hunted.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
The word cunning means a crafty.
Okay.
You know. And really, who's Esau's main prey that the brother just brought out? You Edomites are going to become the prey, but who's Esau's main prey? Who is his main snares and traps set up for? Man, who is this system set up to trap? Jacob.
Yeah.
You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the main prey of the so-called white man.
A man of the field.
A man of the field. And Esau has that natural stench.
Yeah.
You know, he stinks. Smells like outside, he smells like dog.
Good.
You know, smells like the outdoors.
And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. All right, Jake just into chilling, man. Really dwelling.
That word plain means upright.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, righteous.
Habakkuk 2:4.
Yeah, the scriptures say the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor,
Yep.
but the way of the wicked seduces him. So Jacob initially is supposed to be righteous because the Lord gave us the laws. Yet they're deceived by their father, the devil, Esau.
Yep.
You know, and that's the characteristic of Jake. You know, Jake does the law unknowingly. You know, their customs. How you like your steak? You like your steak well done. Why would Jake like their steak medium rare? Because they following after the so-called white man.
Yep.
Because those are not our customs. Okay. Well, Jake is supposed to have a beard on their face. Why does Jake not do it? It's because they're following after the customs of the so-called white man. You know, and that's all good. You got it, brother.
They said Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents like the brother was going to. Jacob was just into serving the Lord. It was into being upright. You know? We don't.
Pretty simple. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
At least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. That word profane means outside of the temple. All right, fornication is just lewd acts of sex. All right, so who passes the law for LG for lesbians, transgender, queers, and bisexuals? Okay, who gives them a?
No, it's like
Who gives them a month? All right, who gives them a whole neighborhood? Okay, who's into pedophilia? Who's into all type of lewd acts of sex?
Yep. And as well as worshiping other gods.
that's spiritual fornication too.
Yep.
You know, that's what he's into, pressing out all these different wicked philosophies, and that's how that's what Babylon as a whole is. Nothing but confusion, man.
Yep. You people are worshiping all these deities, these ancient deities. He just rebranded them. That's all he did. He just put a color to them, rebranded them, made it sexy, They say sex sells.
Made it more presentable.
Made it presentable. Gave you candy. You made it to where it's about the kids.
Yep.
The whole time you worshiping other gods. You giving into that power. That's why the God keeps growing. That's why America keeps getting more wicked. That's why the people keep getting more wicked.
That's right.
You rewind 20 years ago, people weren't that wicked as they are now. You got people that are just straight up Satan worshipers. Because that's the end thing. You got Jake, they'll wear the Baphomet t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because their favorite rapper did it. Jay-Z, do as thou wilt.
Yep.
So you keep feeding into that spirit. Because you gotta understand, those gods, in order for them gods, which are nothing but spirits on the left-hand side, in order for them to grow, they need more sacrifices. They need more, offerings. And how you offering? You offering your spirit, you offering your time, your energy, your blood, And this is now what we have. You got Adidas, Nike. Those all go back to ancient gods. The designer store. They got a new designer Supreme store. You got people lining up. What to do what? Give more sacrifice into it, and then it grows. And because they're worshiping these gods now. Yep. So America, that's the man of fornication is Esau. Yep. Which he's into these sexual fornication. He's all about that too. Yeah. But it really goes into his spiritual fornication, which he made Jake go off because of that. Because what is the scripture saying that the Lord, he's a jealous power. Yep. So if you fornicating against, what are you gonna do? He's not like the Most High is gonna deal with you physically and spiritually. You fornicating against Yahweh Shema Shai 230 you Jake. What is the law of fornication? Adultery. Because adultery also is fornication. Yeah. You got to get put to death. So that's what's going to happen. You got it, bro.
Yep. That's right.
It's Hebrews 12 and 17 or 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right? He was the first sellout.
Yeah, straight up.
While you Jakes, like the brother said, man, y'all to the Baphomet trying to sell your soul, you just following behind your daddy Esau.
Yep. John 8.
Yep, John 8:44. That's right. Yep. Get on Proverbs 12 and 16 real quick. Real quick. The brother was going into it, man. This is Proverbs. We're supposed to be upright. Alright? Most High gave us where we're supposed to govern ourselves. Gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. Alright? And the first law is it's the whole man to serve the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai with all your mind, your body, and your soul, man. Alright? We're supposed to be joined unto the Lord. Okay, we're not supposed to be going a whoring and dealing with all these other guys and these different deities and different doctrines.
This is Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
Yep. Who's the righteous? Jacob. All right, read on.
But the way of the wicked seduceth them.
But the way of the wicked, Esau Edom, the way of the wicked seduceth them. Look up that word seduce. Seduce, it means to cause the err, to go astray. All right, so the way of the wicked have caused our people to go astray. Now they're serving all type of gods. And see the thing about Jake, man, Jake can go far. Man, really, on the right hand side and the left hand side, Jake can outdo the wicked. Jake can outdo the nations.
It's Habakkuk 1 and 4. I'll start a little up.
Start at 1.
Okay. Habakkuk 1 and 1. The burden which Habakkuk, the prophet, did see.
Yeah, the burden. All right, because Habakkuk's back now.
Yep.
What he's seen in the visions. All right. But what, he actually seen it in the kingdom he was in. But what, man, even now it's even more intense.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a burden to actually see this shit. It's a burden to actually be here.
Verse 2, O Lord, how long shall I cry and thou would not hear, even cry out unto thee of violence and thou would not save?
Yep.
Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance?
Yeah, why dost thou show me iniquity? That's all we see. It's transgression, all right? It's blasphemy, okay? It's wickedness.
Yeah.
It's all that goes on here in this kingdom. Okay, read on.
For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Verse 4, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
Therefore the law of the Most High is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
That's right.
Esau, he'll judge you to the fullest of his wicked laws, all right? But the law of the Most High, Esau took the book in, like it tell you in Psalm the 50th chapter, and casted the word behind him. All right, so upright judgment is not being set out in this kingdom. Go ahead.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
And the wicked has compassed the righteous. You know, read on.
Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Because the so-called white man's in power. You know? Like it said in the book of Psalms, so the throne of iniquity.
Yeah, that's the spirit I was holding it.
Yep, get
pull
it.
it out. This is Psalm 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?
So the throne of iniquity, okay? The king of wickedness, the son of perdition. All right, so the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee. So the throne of iniquity have fellowship with the Most High. Right now, the Most High hates Esau. All right, tells you that in the book of Malachi. And also, if he still holds Romans the 9th chapter, he reiterates it. Well, we're going to get back into it. Read it again from the top.
Yeah, gun. This is Psalm 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
Which frameth mischief by a law. Okay? What's that in Isaiah?
Isaiah the 10th chapter?
Yeah. Nice, like, can you get it? Unless you have something else? I think it's Isaiah.
I think, is it 10 and 1?
10 and 1.
10 and 1, yep.
Other than the prayer,
They who frameth mischief by a law. That's what Esau's into, man. You know?
Yep. It's well, nowadays it's lawful to be a homosexual.
Yep.
It's lawful for a woman to divorce her husband.
Yep.
They was promoting that over there.
It's lawful to do wickedness.
Yep.
Why? Because the man that's in power, that has stewardship of the earth, said it so.
Okay.
Like he's there you go, Baphomet on a t-shirt. What is that?
Yep.
That's an Israelite.
Yep.
Jake's into that. You know, Jake's into wickedness. You know, that's how these things. Well, everything's going dark now. Remember now that we was talking, a lot of the movies now that are coming out, they got a dark vibe to it.
Yep.
People are just they don't want to have nothing to do with righteousness. That's why the majority of you people in the world, you're gonna take that chip.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna take that mark of the beast. Who's the beast? Esau. Okay, this system, Esau, he's that red beast.
That's right.
You know, and the harlot that sit up on the scarlet covered beast. You know,
And child marriage, that girl's dream.
it's nothing but wickedness out here, and the Most High will destroy all you wicked people.
That's right.
And that's a guarantee. By the way, you like guarantees, right? 100% money back guarantee.
Yep.
This is guaranteed. Well, it tells you that the words are faithful and true.
That's right.
You know. So we're telling you before it's gonna happen. See, the Most High bad. He gonna tell you how it's gonna happen before it happens, and he gonna make right on his promise that all you wicked people of the world, okay, you heathens, you just gonna die and you gonna die and come into slavery. 2/3 you Jakes, you gonna catch Jacob's trouble, but you gonna come back righteous. That's the mercy of Yahweh Shemashah. So you better be thanking the Lord. Okay, you got it, brother.
That's right.
Yeah, Jake got Isaiah too.
Isaiah chapter 10. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
And woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Who is that, man? Who's in the position and the power to set the laws? All right, the so-called white man. Just gonna go into it, man. All his laws are set up to oppress Jacob. You know?
That right grievous which they have prescribed.
The right grievous which they have prescribed. You know about what? Through their laws and their penal codes. Okay, read on.
To turn aside the needy from judgment.
Turn aside the needy from judgment. Like the brother read, what's that, Nahum, the first chapter that you just read? Habakkuk, the first chapter. Or to turn aside the needy from judgment. Who's the needy? The Israelites. You know? Read on.
To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
To take away the right from the poor of my people. Okay? See, because in this land right here, man, Esau puts his what? Be tolerant. Be tolerant to the LGBT. Be tolerant to people worshiping Satan. You know? Love. Be tolerant. The only thing that there's no tolerance of, alright, it's the prophets. It's the word of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Everybody else is free to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Alright? But we out here standing up for the Bible and we looked at it as wrong. That's why the Most High, the one who the world ignorantly deems God, is gonna rain fire on this place.
That widows may be their prey.
Yeah, that widows may be their prey. Who's the widow? The Israelites, man. And we're the prey. You know, Esau's a cunning hunter. And who's the prey? You Israelites.
Well, later on in the story that the brother was reading in Genesis the 25th chapter, after Isaac passed, what did Isaac say? He said, "The days of mourning my father at hand." Slakia, Esau, Slakia.
Matter of fact, let me read it.
Yeah, come, Baba Kashah.
Yep. Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob.
And that time has never ended. We're heavier in that time than ever. That's why we're heading towards what? We're entering to the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Because he's about to execute. He's about to execute vengeance upon you, Jakes, through the Lord on the left hand side. That's the Lord's sword. All right. So he's about to. This is still in his agenda. These wicked elites. All right. They're plotting on exterminating you, Jakes, man. All right.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a lot of you niggas by surprise. Who else gonna take all you niggas by surprise? All right, even though we tell you, it's gonna take you by surprise. They put it in the movies, the Purge.
Yep.
Esau's preparing to get you, Jakes, man.
That's right.
He gonna say that you are. Well, what happened in 70 AD? What happened prior to before that when Julius Caesar? Okay. I believe it was Julius or Augustus Caesar where he killed. Or I'm sorry. It was Herod.
Okay.
Herod.
Yeah. Yep.
When he killed all the children, the Israelite children under the age of 2.
Okay.
So that's gonna. You think Esau not gonna do that? What is Trump? Trump, he hates you. You lack tribes.
Yep.
You think he ain't gonna roll you like he told you to shoot him at the border.
Yep.
So that spirit is coming back, and Esau, he's embracing that spirit. Hate groups are rising.
Yep.
Okay. Especially white nationalist hate groups. They're rising. This is not a hate group. We're not a hate group. We're a love group.
Straight up.
Yet we hate wickedness.
Yep.
And what's here in this world is wickedness. So we hate it because the Most High hates it.
right.
All right. And the Most High will. He's gonna act upon it. See, he's acting upon it already. He just set the stages.
Yep.
He's not gonna just go, I'm gonna destroy you. He gonna build up a case like Esau.
Yep.
Esau, you like to build up a case.
Yep.
Hit you with a RICO,
Yep.
which is organized crime.
Yep.
Organized crime. That's Esau. He's the first crime syndicate. Okay, starting with the Cesar Bozier,
First
the
crime
Bozier family. He's the first crime family, and he's an actual family. The Edomites are actual families.
Straight up.
Just like the Lord said in Amos, the third chapter, he's going to judge the family of Israel. He's going to judge the whole nation of Edom. All right? And he's going to wipe you out. Okay? He's going to wipe you out here in America. And you Edomites that are in Europe that are not destroyed. You Edomites in Russia that are not destroyed. In Australia, New Zealand. You're going to be scattered. Esau, he's going to try to scatter. You at least you ain't going to be touched. All right? You're going to be a bunker. You're going to be... in outer space. They got several movies on that how there was a so-called nuclear destruction on the Earth, and the elites of the Earth went up into the space and waited for the Earth to calm down, and then they try to come back and re-inhabit it. But that's not gonna happen. The Israelites, we gonna come and grab your ass.
Right.
Okay, we gonna put chains upon you, and then you gonna clean everything up, and you gonna rebuild our kingdom. And then when we're done with you, okay, when we're done with your ass, you're gonna be exterminated, you're gonna be burned up, and there will be no more Edomites.
Right.
Okay, and we're gonna rejoice at that day. And you lucky the Most High is a just power. He only give you 1,000 years.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
you will have us in perpetual slavery. It's like it tells you in Ezekiel the 35th chapter how you have that perpetual hatred. And since you hated blood, the Most High, He got blood preparing for you. So right now, when everything is going on, the Lord is preparing blood for you. How? In the form of race riots.